Hello and welcome to the Lorcana Muses podcast. I'm Kimber.
I'm Brittany.
I'm Stephanie. Oh, we're not used to having the three of us back together.
I know. We're gonna get
Back together.
We're all back. We are semi-rested from the holidays, maybe more so than the others.
No, still well rested.
Good.
Yeah, no, I'm feeling good.
All right, good. Well, we've kind of hit the ground running with Lorcana as soon as January hit. We had a free play day all day, New Year's Day, which was a lot of fun. A lot of people came to do LCQ testing. I got to play some multiplayer and play with some newer players that we have. So it was just a grand old time.
It was super fun. I had a great time all day. Got lots of play testing in against different types of decks. I still hadn't played a green steel on that day, and even though I was like, oh, people are gonna bring it. Nobody brought it, and so I was like, I have no idea how I'm gonna do. And then finally, I played a few people on webcam play that were playing it over the weekend.
Good.
So I was like, oh, okay, finally got some practice in because I was getting a little nervous because I had practiced against all of the other meta decks, and I had pretty good matchups in those decks. Like
you're gonna see Emerald Steel.
I know I'm gonna see it, and I was like, I had not played anyone. Well, I had played someone who was playing like a Robin Hood ping version of it, which is not the version I was planning on like seeing actively. And so I was just like, oh gosh, I really need to play this deck. I was like, somebody's gonna have to build it for me to play against just so I can see what play lines I need to play through. But luckily I had played a few people online that like through the webcam that were able to play it. And then at League on Friday, somebody had it as well. It wasn't a player that has played it regularly, but at least they were playing along the same like discard lines and things like that. So I was able to see what my plan would be in that case.
See it on my peripheral. Well, that's cool. I know Alex went to League on Friday instead of me, and he said there was so many people there.
It was really wild.
Crazy.
Yeah,
there were a lot of us there, and Kimber was there for the first time in a long time.
Yeah, like I felt like on a first time in forever. Like,
yeah, it was wild. We had a lot of people come from like the west side of town, and that was really great because like they traveled to come play just because they've heard so many good things about our crowd on Fridays. I think we had like 25 people.
That's what Alex said on Melee. It said 25 people.
Yeah.
That's insane.
So
it was crazy.
It was crazy.
And everybody brought their best decks. Like you can tell that they're like prepping for Continentals and set champs and
how did you guys do overall?
I was rusty with my Ruby Sapphire and it showed. But
did you make any changes with Azurite C?
So with Azurite C, so I added in Maui Half Shark, which is deeply unsurprising, and I'm still running my favorite item, Maurice's Workshop, because the card draw on that is just phenomenal with how many items I run. A couple of things that I did add though is with Maui Half Shark's ability, I definitely increased the number of items I had. Actions that I had. I added in Pirate's Life and made sure that I was all the way up to 4 on Vision of the Future. And I actually, though, something that surprised me was I love Sail the Azurite Sea. Such a good action, but I actually only have 3 of those in there right now with my latest iteration. Just because I have so many other places where I'm ramping, because I still am running Fishbone Quill. I've got 4 Tipo, and I'm running Tadashi, the 3-drop uninkable, where he's questing for 2, which helps speed my deck up a little bit more.
Interesting.
And so you either deal with him and give me 2 ink, or I just keep on going.
Huh.
And so I didn't play that version of it on Friday, because after Friday I was like, I learned things. I'm going home and changing stuff.
That's how me every Friday.
Honestly. And then I'm still running some of our lovely chair ladies. I have 2 Tremaines and a Medusa to try and also keep that pressure on.
Boo.
to just burn everything to the ground.
Ladies in the chair, unite!
And so it's feeling a little bit more aggressive and also a little faster.
Cool.
And so I'm excited. I know like half of the store isn't going to be here on this coming Friday because y'all are going to be in Anaheim, but I will try it against some people. Da-ding!
It'll still be really good practice, even...
Yeah.
I mean, there's still going to be some pretty heavy hitters that
Oh,
are still here.
yeah.
Not everyone's going to the LCQ.
Uh-huh.
Even if it's close. But...
Oh, I will get my feelings hurt. I have no doubt.
Yeah, I did pretty well. We had a good amount of people that tied for third. And so that I was in that grouping of people that tied for third. I think my technical placement was 6th or something, like on the melee, but it was like a tied for third. But it's not really like, I don't necessarily care fully about like placement, right? I think I just played really well. I frustratingly got paired with Daryl in the first round, and it wasn't getting paired with him, like getting paired with my husband, not a big deal. We had practiced before we played at League at the store. So it was one of those things that was just like, okay, we had avoided playing each other regularly because we had both tailored our decks just for each other. And so like we have tried to avoid playing each other too often so that our decks are more versatile. So we hadn't actually played against each other in a while, but it's just funny that we played right beforehand and then got paired. And I made a mistake in like turn 3 that ended up costing me the game for sure. Like I just 100% know that it just lost me the game just because I made a series of mistakes in turn 3 that I wasn't able to come back from. And so like that's frustrating because I knew I made a mistake and I'm not sure if we had, because we went 1-1, like I'm not sure if we would still have gone 1-1, but because I was frustrated because it's not that I lost because I was not playing my best. And so like that was what frustrating was about. And I was like, okay, well, I'm not going to make the mistake again at least.
Yeah.
Because I was hyper aware of how badly I had made that mistake, and I didn't make that mistake again for the rest of the evening.
Yeah.
League is the place to get those.
Yes. No, I was like, it's
out.
definitely the time to make the mistakes, but I was also like, oh my gosh, are you kidding me? Like, I shouldn't be making those types of mistakes.
I did not play League, but I played Alex the morning/day before because he was testing out. He realized, why am I playing Sapphire? Because he's like, I don't ramp with it. And then I was like, then why are you on Sapphire? So he switched over to Amethyst Steel. And yeah, he said it was mean. He did pretty well. I mean,
I would agree with that.
He lost and then won and then tied, won. Like, he did pretty steady with it for playing it for the first time against people. So I'm really excited to see him continue that, and I hope that's what he plays for Set Champs. Knowing my husband, it could definitely change. He tosses whatever he wants out there. But then I made some changes to my deck, and then I got to play Daryl a little bit over the weekend, and him, and don't know if I played you. I forget.
I think we played once.
Yeah, so I added in something that like just kind of brings my deck home, and it's really mean, and I win against Daryl in the really mean version that he's playing right now with Steel Song. I won't say too much because I know he's heading to LCQ, but I'm really excited about it. I think it'll throw a lot of people off when I head to Set Champs and then some of the side events at Continentals. Pause here while I get the stupid list up.
Future Stephanie, this is your editing.
Verifying you're human.
Gosh, I hate that. So I added in Mulan Reflecting. She's a set 2 card, so we haven't seen her in I haven't seen her at all. Like, I completely forgot she was even a thing. But she's 4-cost inkable. She quests for 2. She's a 3/3. Whenever this character quests, you may reveal the top card of your deck. If it's a song card, you may play it for free. Otherwise, just leave it on the top of your deck. So she's
Is there a downside to that card?
No.
Oh my goodness.
She's really great when I'm also pinging things with my sensor core. So if it's not a princess and sending it to my hand and I know that my top,
Oh.
Yeah.
No.
Oh no.
It's truly horrific.
So I'm really excited.
Respectfully, with all the love in my heart, please let me know which sand champs they're going to so I can not go to those ones.
So I love it. I also played online a couple of webcams with it, and it destroys the aggro version of Steel Song. It destroys Green Steel. I'm just very excited about this whole deck.
I love that.
I'm so excited.
I love that for you. I hate that for me, but I love that for you.
So I'm excited to take it. I actually am not playing a lot of constructed events in Continentals because I'm going as an attendee, but I really want to get my hands on sealed because that's my favorite way to play this game, I think, is limited format. So I'm doing a ton of that, but I still am hoping to get like games in on the side with people that I'm hanging out with. And I know probably Thursday night will be a lot of play testing against the people that I am going with that are going to be participating in the LCQ. So
yes, so much play testing.
I'm sure it'll be the wee hours of the morning. It'll be like, please let me go to bed, please.
Just one more game.
Adjustment.
But very excited. I'm sad you're not going with us.
Me too.
One of these days, the three of us will show up.
Honestly, like.
But yeah, that's what I've added in. I'm hoping I've been like on. Oh, I have to add in that 2025 started off on a terrific note for me.
Oh yeah, it did.
Understatement.
I opened 2 boxes, 1 box on the first and 1 box on the second, and both boxes had enchanteds in them, which you guys know never happens to me.
It might be 120 days in Phoenix without rain, but the drought's over for Stephanie.
Yes! So I got I think I was at the store when I pulled the enchanted We Don't Talk About Bruno, and I like screamed out loud.
Oh yeah, no, I was like, what happened? I was sitting across from you, and I was like, oh my gosh.
So I was very excited. Also, I love that card as a former Emerald Steel girly.
Yeah.
It's a great card.
Yeah.
And then I pulled the enchanted Grammatala from set 3.
Oh.
I know.
Watch me tolerate it.
So I'm really, like, I love signs. I believe in signs. And I'm hoping that's just 2025 is going to be my enchanted year.
We love
it.
I was at League when we were visiting family up in Oregon, and it was so sweet because my in-laws are just the sweetest people in the entire world. And we got there, and they had gone to the local game store, and they had gotten a flyer for when League was at that store so that we could know in case we wanted to go play. And my entire heart, like, I felt like I was the Grinch, except my heart was already feeling pretty standard size, maybe a little depleted, but, like, my goodness. And so we went to League one of the Monday nights we were there, and someone, like, won a pack and got an enchanted out of it. But it was really interesting being up there. I don't know if there was some kind of, like, a League challenge or something, but the color combinations were very different.
I know, I love...
Like, I saw lots of Ruby Emerald, and I'm like... Huh,
Ruby
really?
Emerald Christmas decks?
Yes!
Interesting.
I was like, a
It is
smoothie?
interesting.
And, like, the one that won and just completely, like, trashed everyone was a Blurple.
Huh.
And, like, there were some really good Blurples, but I was just like, I think there were a couple of Steel songs. There was not a Ruby Sapphire in sight.
Wow.
Wow.
I was like, what is
I love
this
local
place?
metas. They're so weird.
What is this place? I was like, what have you been cooking in this
place
strange...
called Slaughter Racer. That's my favorite song from that movie.
I cried from laughing, but, like, also smiling when I heard that the first time I remember. So good.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah.
Well, it's cool that you have, like, a store when you go visit your in-laws to play at.
And it's just really great. It's right on the Willamette River. It's called Wild Things. It's fantastic. Like, they have a really good Lorcana scene. And so, yeah, good times. Good times.
I wanted to go to a league in California, but didn't happen.
Yeah.
It was too short of a time there, but it would have been fun to check out a store and see what it was all about. Maybe this time around.
Ooh.
Probably not.
Probably
but,
not.
You know,
Not
a girl
with-
could
not-
dream.
There might not be
with
enough
Continentals.
Lorcana.
Yeah.
I doubt our Lorcana trip is gonna have enough Lorcana in it.
Maybe I'll supplement with more Lorcana.
I came home from League on Friday, and I got on my computer to play webcam, and Daryl's like, "What are you doing? You just played for hours." And I'm
Never
like,
enough.
I'm like, I need more practice.
I feel like that all the time.
Especially after League, your brain is fresh from having just played so many repeats without changing anything. And it's just like, I have ideas, I have thoughts, I have feelings.
There's so many nights I come home on League and Alex is like, "Okay, you ready to come to bed?" I'm like, "No." We usually play Fortnite afterwards because I need like something stimulating that's not card games. But there have been times where I'm like, "No, I absolutely need to play more Lorcana. I need to know."
Yep.
So
My favorite thing recently is we'll get home, relax, and we'll turn on whatever show we're watching. Right now it's Vox Machina, and then I'll just deck build because I have problems. And deck building is the solution.
Or solutions.
I feel like there's solutions.
I mean, I just dug a deck, and I just kind of like threw it together willy-nilly, and I was like, hey, I know that like Sprite isn't really doing it right this minute. Look at this. And he was like, I love it. And I was like, oh no.
With the evil
Oh no,
face.
what did I do?
No.
Because I'm just like, wait, I don't want more Super Goofs and Rayas, and...
But those are the best.
Something also kind of exciting happening in our realm. So my husband's very cute.
That's
He's
true.
very... If I do say so myself.
I agree. It's a wonderful point.
He was really excited when we got a card to reveal, right?
Aw.
So he sent it out for grading because he's like, I want it graded and then I want you all to sign it. And I'm
sweet.
like, stop. It's this like common card, but yeah, let's get it
It's a
graded.
rare. Thank you very much.
Oh, it's a rare, sorry.
Pinky
Anyways,
bear.
we just got the grading back and it's a 10. And it's the only card in like of that card that is graded. So that's why we got the 10. And then
I
he's
don't
like, but it's so
understand
cool.
why people are not grading their
And then
secret
I was
half
talking to
rounds.
Brittany on Saturday and she's like, yeah, he was going around to everybody on Friday telling them about our
So
graded
cute.
card.
Yeah, no, it was really cute. He said it multiple times to multiple people, and it was really sweet. So.
Get you a man who's so supportive. Or a woman.
We
No.
don't judge.
So I'm apparently he just texted me while I'm recording this and he says that the card is in. So we get to go pick it up at GameStop now, probably tomorrow, and I'm very excited.
Oh,
That's so
that's
fun.
so.
It'll be
oh,
fun.
I'm excited
My
for
heart.
it too.
That's so cool.
Just because like it's one of those things like we didn't send ours off, but like we kept a foil version. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
we could.
Yeah, and the one we sent off is the foil version. So
Yep.
it's so cool.
We haven't graded ours, but we have a couple set aside. I don't know. Every time I see it, I'm like, I'm keeping you forever.
I know,
I was
right?
Like, how do I display you?
There's all of this bulk that I'm like, oh yeah, I can give that to friends who are starting, but seeking the half crown, I'm like, I will hoard all 15
I will hoard
copies.
all of them.
Ah,
We only opened like 4.
We didn't get very many
we
either.
got a ton.
Oh, that's
So-
so funny.
This, I feel like Azrai C was so wild with. I had a ton of legendaries, but I got very few super rares or rares. Like, just
yeah.
enough. And it was weird. So I'm like, okay.
Oh, for super rares, we still got plenty, but rares were still
Scattered.
scattered.
Rares were super scattered for us too. Legendaries, we had like 5 of the legendary Baymax.
Yeah, we
And then
pulled like
one
5.
One half shark. And I was like, really? Can we reverse that, please? Like, I love you, Baymax, but like, now we half shark, $35. Say what?
And then speaking of content creators who have revealed, we love and support all of our fellow content creators. I'm very excited because I'm doing this thing at Continentals, and if you haven't heard me talk about it, if you guys have revealed a card, please let me know and what card it is because I want to bring that card and have you guys sign it. I think it'd be so cool to like showcase all of the the creators in this community. Our community is so wonderful. And then having them sign those cards. And I would like to keep up with it as more and more sets get revealed. So
That'd be so cool.
that's what I'm using my Stitch binder for. I'm
I
very
like
excited.
that. Yeah, my
Yeah.
Stitch binder has all my promo cards.
Yeah.
Right now.
I like that. I like that. Right now, my Stitch binder has whatever cards my daughter finds that she deems worthy. Like, what a 6-year-old chooses, a 6-year-old chooses. And so, I don't know the system. I don't know what makes the cut or what doesn't.
Mine is she chooses any Minnie Mouse card and any Maleficent card.
I love that.
She's like, I need one of each. Like,
Yes.
okay.
Yes. I will build, like, Ruby.
She needs a Ruby.
all
She needs
day.
a Ruby Amethyst deck, yeah.
Ruby Amethyst.
Great. I have one of them in my house.
Speaking of Ruby Amethyst, I believe that's my worst matchup. It's hard to tell because there's a lot of different iterations,
Yeah.
but I do think that's my worst matchup, which is so funny to me because Amethyst Steel is my best matchup, unless it's Jafar deck, because I can't get wheeled for 21 points. Like, I got wheeled twice in a row, and I was like, yep, definitely can't do that. Like, that's
Yeah.
14 lore off of one character. But yeah, no, I just like, it's my worst matchup, and I'm just hoping that
You don't see very many.
I hope I don't see very many, which, you know, is kind of a terrible hope because it's such a meta deck, but
Yeah. It's so versatile, but, like,
it
It's
is,
so-
and it is very consistent.
yeah.
But it's a hard matchup for me. So, but
At least you
it's
have
good
Ruby.
against almost everything else.
At least you have Ruby so you can pick off, like, oh, Genie, goodbye.
Oh yeah, no, I've got lots of answers for the genie,
Yeah.
but I don't have very. The fox is what's actually
fox is really-
destroys my deck for is the fox.
I love the fox.
Yeah,
Did you? I think I shared this maybe. Somebody did like the most bought card in 2024, and it
Oh,
was
yeah.
Madam Mim. Maybe no, it wasn't Madam. No, it was Madam Mim the
it was
Fox. Yeah. So I thought that was so cool. I love stats like that, and I know
I think it's,
You do
yeah,
too.
100%. I'm a data geek.
I loved how many ruby cards there were in that list. too, though.
Honestly.
boo.
It's like Ruby and Amethyst cards. It's like, woof. Woof. Yeah, I lived at Maui. Like, Fishhook Maui.
Yeah,
That he, like, obviously he was there. We just finished our second play set, and I'm like, oh, okay, I can build for Doug and Ruby again, because it kept on being like, hey, I'm going to Lake. Hey, can I get the Mauis out of your deck? And I'm like, I'll fight you for them. And so, yeah.
I know Alex went back to Steel, and he's like, oh, I think it was the Lethal Storm Rage on, which is a common card. And I was like, well, they're all in my deck, and I can go look for them, but they're in like the big bulk box, and for some reason we couldn't find them. And so I was like, I'm not giving you my 4. I'm sorry. Thankfully we found them, but I was like, no.
That card is such a staple.
That and Along Came Zeus. I was like, you can't have those either.
I think I'm building too much for the people I play with, but I added Sardine Can to my Ruby Sapphire deck because I'm just like, don't Zeus my stuff. I'm tired.
I mean, yeah, because that's all we
Just
play
like-
is with the people we play with here locally.
Yeah.
So
I'm just like, if I'm gonna play my half shark, you're gonna have to ram into that 7 attack head on. You don't get to get out of this.
I
without
don't care
Zeus.
about your ward, Lady Tremaine. Bam. I'm just kidding.
my swords, just all swords into death.
3 swords in a row. Bam, bam, bam.
Sorry.
I
can't-
2 swords in a row. Daryl last
I
weekend.
know.
That was so fun.
He's like, oh, that's one way to do it. He's like, there's no way you can get rid of everything.
Oh, but I
You were
can.
like, bet.
And then I won that game. I did lose the 2 other games, but I won that game.
Counts. It counts. Points are points.
So it's the daisies that get you when you can daisy and have 4 of them on like turn 3. I'm like,
I think it was
excuse me?
you. I did that too. Like, I daisied all of your grab your swords away back in the day when I was playing something with Amber. What was that deck?
I don't know.
Oh my gosh.
That was a while. I mean,
Yeah.
If you don't
It's been
remember.
a hot minute.
You also don't play a lot of Amber.
No.
Interesting. Yeah, no, I don't generally mind Daisy because it just gives me character cards because I already play, 6 cards that are not character cards.
Half of my deck is not characters.
You're like,
so
I hate Daisy.
She's not my favorite.
Yeah, mine are 17 cards are not character. No. 20 cards are not character cards.
See, like, Daisy, I'm like, sure, go for it.
Like, I'll let that stay.
Yeah, like it definitely hurts when they go to the bottom, but it doesn't happen very much. Like, Daryl has Daisy in his deck, right? And he actively does not quest with her against me because
because you're just getting her characters. Yeah,
he's like, your deck already struggles with that, so I'm not going to give you more.
Feels good too when I think a whole new world you on 2 and 2 too.
That's brutal too.
And then you sent what was it? You sent like a Tremaine back and a couple of things.
I think it was 2 big Sisus, a Tremaine, the Sisu shift target, and
it was so nice. I was like, bye-bye.
That's where you're just like, I'm going to start playing part of your world so I can take him back.
Honestly, though. But then it messes with my Mufasa ratios and stuff like that.
Yeah, there's so many other things.
Yeah, no, it messes with all the things. But I can't actually work against that. But.
Well, I think you'll do pretty decently. I really do.
I'm hoping so. I feel like my deck is pretty versatile.
Yeah.
And
I do think you have the element of surprise.
Yeah.
Because you're not a meta deck.
Correct. So.
Like, let's have you be like that guy in Seattle with his 32 location deck or something like that.
Yeah.
No, for real.
I want a couple of location decks. Like, I've become a stan of location decks.
As someone who I love location decks, it's just not. It's not something that was working in our locals.
And that matters.
And so, like, probably it would still work in other places. But not
what you've
here.
built is so good.
It's really good.
I feel like it's good, and I feel like it's consistent. And it's difficult because I play against everybody locally often.
Yeah.
And so, like, they're all ready for it. So I'm like, okay. But when I'm playing...
Billy Bob Joe.
Yeah, Billy Bob Joe on the webcam, like practicing, then I am still keeping them off guard.
Yeah. So I do think I
got some compliments from some people that I played with. That were like, wow, that was really well built.
Nice.
So that was gave me some good affirmations.
I love it when
they're like, wow, that was an awesome play.
No, I love those affirmations. I get those too when they're like, oh, I didn't suspect your Princess Steel Song deck to kill me. I'm like, ha 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 ha.
That is such an underrated statement for your deck, though. Like, it really is.
It's called my Royalty Revenge Song deck for a reason, people.
Yeah, no, your deck is...
And then there's some people
really
at League that have started playing iterations of it, and they've been doing great, and I love that, so... I'm excited. I think people don't see, oh, I have a bunch of characters that only have one attack. I'm like, sure, but they can sing and they can do a bunch of other things, so watch out.
It was really fun being up in Oregon because nobody obviously knew my decks, and so I was playing my Ruby Steel Pirates.
Oh, fun.
Locations, and I remember playing somebody and they're like, wait, what? And I do a couple more things. Huh? And they would think they had figured out what I was doing, and then I'd bring another card out and they're like, what are you playing? Like, excuse me. Hello. Random
You're
human.
like, hello.
I'm like, the sun fried my brain. This is what we got.
Well,
but it was good.
I only inked and played Ruby cards against someone for like the first 3 turns, right? And then I pulled out an Amber card, and they were like, oh my gosh, I had no idea what you were playing.
There's a certain power to that, and just like that is an element in deciding what you ink.
Yeah, no, I definitely try to ink and play the same color on turn 1.
For as long as you can,
Yeah, I try to do that. It's a little difficult to do with my ratio, because like I'm like 70% Ruby to 30% Amber or something like that. So like the ratio is a little difficult. But that's what I try to do. Yeah. At least on turn 1 on first game, so that
I don't have that, because even if I inked the same color, my turn 1 is always going to be either the Queen or Cinderella. And they know what deck is coming. They don't know what kind of deck it's coming or what iteration of it is, but they usually see Tiana and they're like, wait, what? Yeah. People need to, like, start thinking more about Tiana. My girl's not getting the love she deserves.
That's
so fair.
Yeah.
Because if I don't have the direct answer for her, it's
hurts.
expensive.
It's expensive. And then they don't know what to do. Like, do they have, like, should they answer her now? Do they wait and let me quest?
Like,
I'll let you figure that one out.
I play Sapphire. I'm
That's
over
too
here
expensive.
with my... Yes.
So, yeah, I'm looking forward to set champs because I feel it in my bones. This is my time, Kimber's time. We're going to be there. We're going to show up.
Stars for all the muses.
Yes. It would be so cool to get a champion mat. I don't think I'll get one of those, but I can make top 8. Top 8 I can do.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
For sure.
100%.
For sure. And then Brittany's got to continue her reign of terror.
Honestly.
The Robertson house, they're going to get like 4 of them, 5 of them.
A whole play set.
I mean, you did with Mirabelle, didn't you?
We did.
Yeah.
I think we ended up with 6 or something.
Yeah, because you gave me one.
We ended up with a bunch of those.
Ay.
Yeah, we cleaned house.
Yeah. That was not a good set for me. I think I could have done well the set before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I was too scared to go to set champs because I was like, I'm just a baby.
Yeah,
But you're
for sure.
a lot more confident about your playing now, so.
I have more skills, but I also know the skills I lack. I'm at that part of the Dunning-Kruger effect, where I know what I don't know.
That's
That is scary.
That is fair.
It is scary. But no, I was just thinking about this the other day. My very first set champ was at Sun Valley Gaming during Ursula's return. And I was like, I did so bad. I hated the experience. And I thought, this is not for me, people. League is all I'm doing. And then here I am. I'm like, no, I'm excited. I know what stores to play at because I know which ones make me feel safe. So I'm just going to stick to those stores and call it. Like, I don't need to travel.
Like, oh, tell me what those stores are. I'm like, wait, I literally just said, tell me where you're going so I don't go there. So I don't have to battle your deck.
Kimber's like, I need your schedule.
Because, like, that was my experience last set. Was like, I only went to one because I went to one and I hated it.
Yeah.
It was awful.
Yeah.
And
I've done my research, so if anybody's interested, I'll tell you what stores to go to.
Oh, yeah.
The ones that don't normally get a big turnout. And then maybe they might now because now people know about them not getting a big turnout.
Yeah.
But even if they do, still the stores that just make you feel heard and safe and the players are kind, which is so important, especially for us anxious girls and boys and humans. We're all anxious. We all have some mental illness, I think is what I said to my husband yesterday.
I am perfectly mentally healthy. I don't know what you're talking about.
She's not looking in the mirror, people. Leave her alone.
Don't listen to me. I'm totally lying.
I can't hear you. I'm citrulline gang for life. Like.
I feel I think because I've done it so many times now, I'm not really anxious about playing in them because I've played in so many over the last few. I do agree that I enjoy playing at some stores more than others. But I will say that I think the more times you play, the more comfortable you are. Mm-hmm. But also, like, I feel like you've had a lot more practice in leagues and stuff in the last set as well. And I think that makes a big difference. And playing against the same people all the time, I mean, you're probably going to play against very similar people in the set champs because, I mean, we play in the probably one of the most competitive areas.
You would think we would, like, spread out, but literally every set champ we're like, okay, where are we all going, fam?
Honestly.
And then I'm like, wait. You mean I'm going to have to probably go up against Brittany and Daryl and Josh and everybody else?
I'm just going to go take like a 2-hour road trip to an undisclosed location and come back and tell you.
We're going to go to Prescott.
We haven't learned our lesson. We're like, oh, nope, every set champ, let's go and try to hit like our league. Basically, we try to take our league people and hit all the stores.
And I already know, like, there are some people that's not going to end well with.
I know.
Like.
Oh, wow. We're here for the fun too.
Honestly,
it's also for
it's the
fun.
community, and that's what we say a million times every episode because it's just true every time.
Yeah.
Like,
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's the truth.
I mean, that's our biggest pull for Lorcana,
Yeah.
right? And that's the reason why we play is because, like, yes, we absolutely love the game and the gameplay and how it's set up, but my favorite part is the people that we play with. And the communities that we built, and both playing the game and, like, just talking outside of the game. I think that we're a really good group of people, and it's made me feel, like, seen and heard and really comfortable just being, you know, it's hard to make friends as an adult. I feel often.
Oh, what? No.
and I just, like both, like with like the amount of discords that we're in, like with people that play across the country and talking to other content creators and just like other players in Arizona that we play against or players that we met at LCQs. Or LCQs, at DLCs, all the acronyms. Like, players that we met at DLCs. Like, I still talk to people that I played with, you know, months ago at a DLC, and they were like, well, what are you bringing? How did that work? How did that change work out? Like, they've sent me messages back and forth, and I really am enjoying that part of it, the camaraderie, and the support that everybody's giving to each other. Speaking of that, we have a bunch of our content creator friends are doing the Quest in the Park on Thursday, and we're going to be driving still from Arizona. Stephanie and I are going to be driving to go to Continentals. But the Quest in the Park people, if you're going to be at Continentals, they're going to Disneyland on that Thursday, and they have a whole event schedule planned for that. So you should follow them on Instagram for Quest in the Park, and then they have a Discord as well to kind of plan meetups for that. There's also a bunch of content creators that are creating activities around the Continentals, like trading on Saturday night and Friday night. Like there's trade times planned. So if you haven't already finished packing, like bring your trade fodder and things like that. Just spend time playing even outside of the Disneyland hotel.
Yeah, and there's just...
That sounds so lovely.
I'm sorry.
We're gonna miss you. We'll send you pictures.
Yeah, that'll definitely make me feel better. I'll just cry. Phoenix.
Kimber's got the FOMO.
Phoenix, honestly, I'll survive.
You gotta
I'll
hold
survive.
down the fort at League for us.
Yeah.
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 Oh. Yeah, no, I think there's a ton of to do at Continentals. If you see us, we'll be around various times and places, but say hi. Please feel free to say hi.
And we have lots of stickers.
We have stickers. I have some pins too that are Lorcana Muses pins if you're interested in those. And yeah, I just would really like to meet you guys and take pictures with you guys.
Play around. I offer of other people.
Yeah, if you want to get a game in, I'm always down for a game. So yeah, we're very excited. I can't wait to come back on Tuesday and like discuss how Brittany and all of our people in Arizona did, because we have so many people going to the LCQs, and then we have also Andrew and Dave
that are gonna be there.
They're going straight to nationals.
Yes. Fast pass.
So we cannot wish them more luck. Like I hope they do so great.
And they're such good players. Like
Yeah.
I'm so excited for them. There's so many great players playing.
That's
and
how
they're some of
they
the
decided on their
They're so
decks or
nice.
not yet.
Oh,
They still haven't decided. So you know, I'm like talking to them, you know, at leagues. They still haven't decided.
That's so crazy to me.
But I mean,
Evil geniuses.
they're confident, which is good. And they're the nicest people. So like, cannot wish them any more of the luck, and excited to, you know, cheer them on and be there to help support them and hopefully be playing against them. Like alongside of them. We'll see. My goal is still just to win my first round and then see where I'm at from there. But I've also told myself if I lose my first round, not to hurt too much.
We'll just go to Disneyland Saturday. Ease the wound.
It's some good medicine.
Yeah,
Let me tell you, a
mean,
churro will fix a multitude
Heck
of
yeah.
problems.
Mickey pretzel, please. Oh.
I just want a raspberry.
How do we bring a Mickey pretzel and a churro to Kimber back home?
Just like, if
Those
you
are
want to
not
borrow
gonna
Minnie
travel
Mouse
well.
ears.
You went to Disneyland last summer.
I know, I can't complain. I can't complain.
We would be at Disneyland every, once a month if we could.
Honestly.
But
For real life, though, if you want Minnie Mouse ears to borrow, I got lots. I got all the lots.
that's fair. I don't have any anymore. They all have, gotten ruined.
Okay, I can take care of you.
You're
I'll
like,
take care
she's
of
like,
you.
I got you.
I have these really cute ones that have, the Disneyland marquee and then blue glitter. It's so cute.
Cute.
That sounds cute.
I'm sad because my favorite ones I got when I was 16 were Tigger ones. They were just Tigger.
Oh.
And I don't no idea where they are. I'm hoping maybe they're in my mom's house somewhere.
Yeah.
But I highly doubt it because she's the opposite of a pack rat and she throws away everything. She's
fair.
no sentimental value.
That's funny. Yeah, no, I'm sure I have a pair somewhere.
Somewhere.
I know I have the ones that I ordered for Ursula's set champs because I ordered
Yeah.
Ursula ears. So I have those.
But also just an excuse to buy some.
Oh no, on my list, I have been constantly saying I'm cold all the time, but I have been holding out to buy a new hoodie because I want a Disney hoodie, and I've convinced Daryl that I'm getting a Disney hoodie. So
You're like, this is happening,
This is
so
happening.
sorry.
I'm just like, you're a strong, independent woman. Buy your own. You got this.
yeah, no, Daryl will be buying his wife a hoodie. So.
Yeah,
So that's
he
already
should
been
buy his
planned.
wife a spirit jersey too. They're nice and warm,
Nice.
Yes.
and it's the time of year for him.
Yes. No, and I'm constantly cold. So.
Yeah.
And
Always
I need
cold.
more Disney outerwear.
Absolutely.
Yep.
I have lots of Disney shirts, but now I need Disney
Yeah.
outerwear.
This is the way.
Yes, excellent.
I just want to buy packs at the park.
Oh my gosh, I went to the thrift store the other day. So random.
Hold
thought.
on.
I was like,
What?
Did you find packs?
No,
Like, before say what?
I did look because somebody had posted about that. I did look. They didn't have any in the game section. But I got a Star Wars shirt for $2.
Woo!
I love that.
And it was in my size, and I was so excited.
That's the best.
We love
So,
thrifting.
I was like, yes, $2 Star Wars shirt. Said what? And it had a tag on it still, so no one had worn it yet.
Okay, that's the real win.
It was like, yes.
I found a Fossil wallet. Sorry,
Yeah.
this is not Disney related. But I found a Fossil brand wallet, that really nice, smooth, good leather.
Yeah.
$2.50.
Hey.
And I was like,
Nice.
you're coming home with me. And
Very nice.
yeah.
We love a good steal.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
So yeah, I do want to buy Lorcana packs in the park.
For sure.
Do
I
some
feel like
pa-
they have to be
we have to
here.
pack rush in the park.
Yeah. If we go,
We have to stop talking about
No,
it.
don't start talking about it. I'm so excited for you. I will get over it.
Yeah.
We'll get there one day.
I will.
I really I'm also okay, I can't tell myself I'm going to Disneyland yet because I have to be at LCQ mindset. I was like, I have to be at
I
LCQ
know.
mindset,
You're like,
because if
okay, no, I'm gonna make
I'm gonna
nationals.
make nationals, and if I'm making nationals, I'm not going to Disneyland because
I'll be there by myself. No, I'm just kidding. I've never done Disneyland by myself. I don't think I could.
I think I would love it.
I think I could do it.
I think the waiting in line by yourself, I would like. No, thank you.
I people watch so much that I think I'd be okay.
I think I would honestly love it because as a girly who was fortunate enough to grow up in California, who had annual passes, I feel like I put on this tour mindset where I'm just I have to make sure you have the best time. And I just get stressed about everybody else having a good time, so much so that I stop having a good time. And so I'm either caretaking littles who are being small, which that's its own thing, or I am busy making sure that it's the most magical thing for everybody else. And so honestly, I think going by myself, I would just feel like I could sit on Main Street and just breathe in the
magic.
kettle corner and
The sugar they're
enjoy
piping
it.
through the.
Oh, literally.
No, but no, I think I would enjoy going by myself. I enjoyed going just Daryl and I, and that was the first time I'd ever been just with one other person, and it was nice.
That's
yeah,
my
no,
favorite way to
going
Disney.
with Alex by ourselves before we were married was one of my favorite times going.
Yeah, Doug and I went when I had just found out that I was pregnant with our first, and it was the most magical trip.
Yeah.
It was so good because first the morning sickness had not set in yet, and I loved that for me. But driving home, I was like, I don't feel so good. But it's
you
straight away.
But you made it through the
made
weekend.
it through the weekend, and it was so fun. And like I didn't stress at all during that time because my husband had done a Disney college program, and like, it was at Disney World. But I was like, okay, yeah, you're better friends with the mouse than I am. Like we're gonna be okay. And we just did what we wanted at our own pace, and I think going with one or two people that you're super close with and not a horde of people like I have the last couple of times just takes a lot of the pressure off. Because I just get into this mindset like I spent this much dollars for the ticket, and then I got the lightning lane, and now I've spent $7 on a single churro, and I have to have the most magical time ever or I failed, and I just like get so in my brain.
Yeah, that's fair. That is fair.
No, the last
I
time
might need to talk to my psychologist about that.
when we took the girls, it was chaotic and a lot, and I almost didn't enjoy a ton of it because I was like, oh, are they having a great time?
Yeah.
So I would like to go with them again when they're a little older, and I don't feel like I'm probably like harping on them.
I think one of my favorite times, though, when we did go last summer, was there was a night when our youngest, he was barely 1 at the time, and he was done at like 5:30, as he should be.
Absolutely.
And so my husband and mother-in-law, they were like, hey, we're going to go take him to the hotel. We're kind of tired too. How about you and our oldest daughter go and just have the rest of the afternoon and evening in the park? Oh my gosh, you guys.
I bet that was fun.
It was magical. Like we just swung hands like we were like, we're the main characters. I mean, did I ruin it by her being like, oh, I'm too short for the Incredicoaster? I'm like, I'd have another ride, and I took her on Guardians of the Galaxy and then spent the next 30 minutes talking her down from everything that she experienced. Yeah, I definitely ruined it. I girl bossed too close to that sun. But it was still the very best because we got ice cream. Everything was better. She slept like a rock. Same, me too. It was the best night. Like
I love Disneyland. Some of my most favorite memories are in Disneyland, and I'm excited because Brittany and I have never actually been to Disneyland together.
Friend trip. It's gonna be so good. I'm so excited for you guys.
So I'm like, please, I want to make it happen, even if it is the two of us, because I do think we would just be chill.
She takes out your Lady Tremaines to sabotage your deck.
She's like, I get deck checked, and they're like, where are your cards? And be like, I have no idea. Now I have to go to Disneyland to soothe my soul.
I'm very, if we don't go, that's fine. I know we'll eventually all go together. She wants to go with my girls, and that needs to happen.
Yeah.
So, and my youngest needs to do, because she was too young to, like, understand Disneyland. So she needs to experience it. So I know it'll happen one day, but I'm like, gosh, we're so close. We're so close.
Can I talk about the ultimate pipe dream, though?
Yes.
Tokyo Disney.
Yes.
It's so high on my list.
Tokyo Disney.
I keep on seeing all these TikToks about it, and I'm like, oh, I want to go so badly.
And so many are just like,
Japan is
the most expensive part.
Like,
Get there.
When we're eventually able to travel internationally because money is just rolling in.
As it inevitably will be.
Yeah, that's how it works.
That's how teaching works.
Well, listen, all right, I've worked
for the money.
Alex and I have worked our butts off that, like, we are getting there. We do, like, Japan is both of our, like, number one.
Yeah.
I think he started to, like, kind of backed off on it a little bit, but I'm like, no, I want to go so bad. I want to go so bad. And he's like, okay, but I think we're gonna have to cover up our tattoos and stuff. I'm like, I don't care. I'll cover up. I don't care.
Like, paint me green like Alphabet. I want to go.
I want to go. I'm way too much into anime and manga and Pokemon and Disney to not enjoy and love. And I love the culture. My dad was stationed in Okinawa, so I would love to, like, visit that.
So cool.
I'm starting to lose my voice, but I'm so, like, I would love to go to Tokyo Disney, so.
That's a dream. That's an absolute
dream.
And watching, I remember when Disney Plus came out, like, around pandemic times.
Yeah.
And they had the Imagineering story.
Oh, I watched that too.
I loved that. I ate it up. And when they were talking about Tokyo, and they were like,
Yeah.
we didn't really want to do a project there, so we gave them this insane budget, and then they agreed to it, and it's just like, yeah, it's the best place.
Love it. I love it so
I
much.
want to go to there.
Disney.
Can you tell we're fans? It was inevitable.
Like it or whatever.
The second Ravensburger was like, let's make Disney Lorcana. I was like, heck yes, I will love it immediately. Because I knocked the mic down.
If ever there was a statement to knock a mic down for,
That would be it.
It would be a mic drop.
yeah.
Hashtag Disney Lorcana stands.
In my very darkest days of sadness when I pretended to like magic for a boy. No. Gross. But Lorcana.
It was just
Disney
prepping
Lorcana
you.
Forever.
It was just
really
prepping
was.
you.
It really was.
No, that's why I always think, like, because I played Magic, right, for a hot minute, and I was like, it was just prep for the fun TCG.
I remember that, that human. And he was just like, if you play red, you're mean. If you play this, you're like, this is bad colors. And now I'm just over here, I'm like, be prepared!
If you play Ruby, you're mean. No, I'm just kidding.
Bring it on! I'll be mean forever.
As I say, as I play Steel.
Honestly.
Yeah, no, for real, though.
honestly.
No problems here.
Like, other side of the control coin.
No one at this table is.
None of us play nice
unguilty.
decks. Let's just be
No,
honest.
none of us play nice decks, but
Like,
it's fine.
We're not over here
It's
like,
not called gymnastics.
Oh
I don't see
goodness,
that
what a
movie forever.
tangent we've been on. All right, well, if you guys see us, Brittany or I, or you shout out Kimber on social medias.
I mean, if you see the ghost of me, because I will be sending a spectral. I'll send my glimmer there.
Yes.
And then,
Come say hi. We have stickers. We want to meet you. We want to sign cards with you. Yeah, all the good things. And
Yeah,
good
we want
luck.
to take pictures, we want to do some mini interviews, things like that.
Good luck to Brittany.
and
And then all of our
all of
other
the people.
AZ people, all of our followers, if you're playing in the LCQs or if you're going to nationals, good luck. But also have fun.
Yeah, so, and then, shout out Dave and Andrew.
Yes. You guys got this.
Represent.
Let's go.
We're so good.
And then remember to follow us to see all of the content from LCQ and nationals and
Live
Continentals.
vicariously through them.
Um,
What?
Follow us on Instagram and Facebook and Blue Sky at the Lorcana Muses, on Twitter at the Lorcana Muses Pod, or email us at thelorcanamuses@gmail.com.
Happy questing!
Happy questing!
Happy questing.